Hello, my name is Jimmy Pedro. I'm a four-time Olympian in the martial art of judo. Two-time Olympic bronze medalist and 1999 world champion in the sport of judo.
Our first question for you is, what is it that makes a great entrepreneur?
What is it that makes a great entrepreneur?
Yes, sir.
It's somebody who is very passionate about their area of interest, something that they believe that the public has an interest in, and then somebody who's willing to work extremely hard and long hours to make himself successful.
How is that similar to your hard training for the Olympics?
I think in sport, as in life, you're going to have many ups and downs. If you have a goal in mind, it's not going to be an easy road to reach that goal, but it does require an extreme amount of hard work, discipline, work ethic, and the ability to overcome obstacles. You know, when somebody presents you with an obstacle, you need to be able to really refocus and work hard to get past that point so that you can move on and get yourself better.
Now, during the times when you had to train for the Olympics, what do you say were some of the best workouts? Could it be the times when you didn't want to go to the gym, or was it the times that you loved going to the gym?
Well, you know what? I think that in my career, and it spanned a long time. I started competing when I was 5 years old, and I retired when I was 34 years old. In that whole amount of time, some of the most memorable experiences I've had were actually when I got an opportunity to train and travel overseas and compete against the best guys and work out with the best guys in the world. Any day I was challenged was a good workout for me because I got an opportunity to test myself. And that really motivated me in training when I was up against good opponents, and it made me be my best.
I mean, so how did you overcome the times? I know there had to be moments where you just did not want to go to the gym. You just wanted to stay home and, I don't know, just relax. Call it, make it an easy day.
Absolutely. Many days, many times where, you kind of get stale, or you get burnt out, or you get tired, and you don't really feel like dragging yourself up and going to the gym and getting a practice in or training. And really what kept me motivated my entire career was always trying to keep in my mind my goal. And my goal was to be the best judo player in the world. And anytime I kind of got off course, or anytime I felt as though I didn't want to train, I went back to my goal. I pictured it in my mind. How am I going to become world champion or Olympic champion? And if I pictured in my mind myself stepping up on that podium, that was the positive reinforcement. That was the motivator that got me off the couch or got me into the car and got my butt to practice.
Okay. So at this level, at this point in your life, if you're going to be remembered by something that you contribute to the world as a martial artist, what would you like people to remember you by?
Well, in terms of my own persona, I want to be remembered as somebody who was very dedicated, hardworking, committed to excellence, and who was the best and most decorated judo athlete of all time. That's my personal memory. However, I would rather be known as somebody who contributed back to my sport and made it and created a legacy of future champions and really brought judo into the forefront and made it a very visible sport where lots of young kids are participating, and it becomes a household name as a result of the efforts and work from Jimmy Pedro.
Doing our martial mixtapes, I don't know what's the question. What did you think about the movement and the things that we're trying to do to educate the general public about the values of martial arts?
I think, number one, I think it's terrific that you're incorporating both music and martial arts together because, as you know, a lot of folks you pique their interest with the music. It's something that they enjoy every day. It's part of their culture. It's part of their life, and they love it. So to take that element and combine martial arts training with it really just extends something that they already love. You pique their interest with all the nice fancy moves and kicks and athleticism and acrobatics that the martial arts brings, and you're going to enable these kids to be exposed to the discipline of the arts, the culture of the arts, the respect, the confidence, the feel-good feeling that you get from training hard and from accomplishing something. So I think it's a great combination, martial arts, music, and you're really getting them in the door for something they already love.
Our last question, if you wanted to give some words of encouragement to someone that probably be having a hard time right now and finding it hard to get up and go and live life and make it a worthwhile life, what would you say to them right now?
It's, my entire life, I've always had a positive attitude. Regardless of how tough things got, how bad I was doing in competition, how hard my life got, you know, parents divorced, and no matter what life brings you, it's your attitude that enables you to succeed or to overcome things. So having a positive attitude, never feeling sorry for yourself, knowing that you can overcome anything with a strong mind and a will to succeed.
Thank you, sir.